Good evening, this is the Nerdistic Human, and welcome to this AI-only Battle Royale in Rome Total War. And this time we have a cavalry-only affair with a second chance for some of the factions that didn't quite make it. Suffice to say, there have been some unusual results, not helped by a couple of my choices, and because this is obviously a very, very serious scientific endeavour, I'm going to give some of the runners-up one last chance to make it to the finale. We have a budget of 6,000 denarii this time. There is a limit of one early and one late general, looking at you Thrace, and the usual limitation of 2 missile cavalry. Like in the case of Armenia here, if they are missile general, I don't care. We're going to have both anyway. So we've got Armenia, we've got Parthia over here. Obviously those guys, along with Pontics, were killed off in their particular affair. Stupidly close, we'll give them another go. Carthage did a huge amount of killing, but never managed to win it properly in the end. So we brought them along with the Numidians, who also won a round, I think. I don't know, they're coming along anyway. I brought some of the barbarians along. I think, were Scythia the ones at the end? Well, okay, Thrace, I accidentally sent a pile of generals rather than Greek cav. The unit card is very similar, it should be said. And you don't normally see these, the general cards are slightly different on this, obviously, because in the game you have the face of the general themselves. So anyway, I kind of cocked up with Thrace, so we're going to bring these guys back along. Scythia were promising, the Gothic Cav were promising, and the Grail Knights are fun. We'll bring them along. We've gone for experience on them. Generally, numbers team seems to do pretty well, but we'll see how that goes. We're going to see who can make it out on top on the grassy flatland map. I suppose this slightly favours the barbarians, but I think they were the more harshly done by. So, sod it, that's my decision. As ever, we're in medium difficulty, so no real buffs or debuffs for the units. Let's get into battle, and let's see how the AI fares.
This battle is inevitable, but victory hangs in the balance. Act with courage, O noble soldiers, and victory is in our grasp. We go now to our bloody business!
Here we are then, on the grassy flatland for one final hurrah for all of these guys. Well, not quite all of them. In spite of what the speech said, there is nothing inevitable about this old battle. No, Carthage starting right in the middle there, just to be murdered as ever. They'll probably kill everyone and lose at the final there. We'll see. If we get to the same situation, by the way, with the cataphracts, with them running around in circles, we'll have to manage it, of course. That was part of the problem with Armenia last time. I guess if I'd actually just charged the Arab Cav, by trying to be impartial, I became rather partial, as one of the commenters said. I would very much agree with that suggestion, to be honest. But hey-ho, it is the way it went, and Armenia have another chance right about now, but they're just going to pile into the other cataphract lads. Seems like a terrible, terrible idea. Gothic Cav charging on into the Grail Knights. The Grail Knights have so few numbers, though. They do look magnificent, though. Look at that. Yes, we do seem to have a lot of the cataphracty lads on the same side of the battlefield, which is of interest. Carthage are piling on into the Pontic Cappadocian Cav. This is a battle you don't see very often. Ooh. Yes, and having just made the battlefield strategy guide for these guys, I would suggest that these guys are pretty darn powerful, and I suspect they're going to win because their armour is very, very strong indeed. So there we are, Carthage are being cleared out. Oh, down goes the Armenian king. It's a bit of a shame. We'll grab that guy who can rejoin the battle. Armenia not really doing very well this time, though. They've thrown everyone in immediately, and okay, that's, I think, almost entirely gone, actually. Ruddy Nora Armenia French off straight into Parthia, and it's not worked out. Likewise, this is the thing. Some of the factions split themselves up here. Now, yeah, alright. Well, the Germans have now thrown a bit more power into the Grail Knights. They've got that charge in as well, and that's the Gothic Cavs. So that's going to do some good work. The Grail Knights will probably chunk them down in time, though. You'd certainly think that's going to be the case. It could be interesting. Numidia have basically not got involved yet, which is... Oh, God, are we going to have Numidia win? That'd be funny if so. The Cappadocians haven't thrown... Well, they have thrown their power away fastly too quickly. Germans have charged into Scythia. Why would you do that? Oh, here comes lovely, lovely Baller on horseback. Get in there, Baller. Hack them down. Beautiful stuff. We do already have a guide for Germania and for Scythia as well, actually, don't we? So There we are. If you want to see their battlefield guys, they are there. I think the Scythia guide might be packed in with the campaign strategy. Anyhow, Germania clearing them off. Okay, but the rest of their army's gone now, Lens. You're kind of mostly dead. Armenia are just about surviving in the corner here. We're going to be stuck on skirmish mode. It's the only unit I've got control of. So nothing else, they might survive. That's kind of why I take control of Armenia, because at the very least, the skirmishing should mean that they live. So, okay, Numidia and Scythia are the two that basically haven't got involved so far, apart from the odd little skirmish picking off a random unit here or there. They're now going to pile into each other, and this is, yeah, probably a rarely seen battle, isn't it? Jaws bodyguard Numidia heading on into, yeah, all of these Scythians. They've been shot in the back by their own, ham-hams. Excellent work. Alright, lovely. Yeah, into Paula there. Now, I don't think that's a great idea for you, actually, General. The charge is probably fine, because they do fall apart quickly, but if you want to get stuck in protracted battles, yeah. Paula's on horseback are pretty much anti-cavalry specialists. Pretty much anti-general specialists, but they took too long to actually react, and it looks like Numidia are winning. No! Really? Oh, that's amazing. Numidia obviously are a cavalry faction, so you should expect them to be alright. To be fair, I think they actually do have some half-decent units, but yeah, they're kind of all a bit medium, aren't they, in terms of their lightness, or their heaviness, whichever way you want to phrase it. Now, Parthia are still around, by the way. They're just busy chasing off my units. Oh, I'm actually officially gone, by the way. Armenia are dead, and hopefully that won't crash the game. It doesn't always. Sometimes it does. Carthage look like they're being mopped up at this stage. It looks like all Scythia have indeed been beaten off by Numidia. It might be now to Numidia and Parthia. A classic affair for the ages. Still a little bit of Carthage. No, I think that might be it. Down he goes. And with that, yeah, the frightened child is gone. Now, oh, no. Yes, they're all killing each other. Excellent charge by the Scythians there to finish off Germania. And with that, Britannia and Scythia are going to finish each other up. Wow, the Gronites are being hacked to pieces by Portala there. But, Numidia. It's going to be Numidia Parthia ending here. And Numidia have a lot of their power still. Parthia have thrown a lot of it at Armenia. And you know what? What would sum up giving everyone a second chance better than Numidia being the ones who make it to victory? That would be excellent. And no, we're not going to do a second run. As long as the game doesn't crash, we're doing no second run here. I've lost the banners, but it should be fine with green versus pink. This gaudy pink, which is actually not too far off colour channels, actually. But channel colours, there's the dyslexia for you. Mixing my words up. Look at this. Great old cavalcade. That's a different thing, I think. Okay, well, all the cavalry have decided they're done chasing off that direction. And what's left of Parthia? Not a lot. There's a few camels there. They do have some others in the distance. Yeah, they've still got their actual Persian cav. So they could shoot down those camels in time. Get your units together, lads, because you're going to need it. This is surely Numidia's to lose. I'm not sure if this guy's still in the battle. I think Britannia are fleeing. It looks like he's running away, but it's just him. This battlefield is absolutely colossal, by the way. We should probably get on to the final battle, actually. Now, normally whenever I've said it's theirs to lose, they've immediately lost. So, yeah, expect Parthia to suddenly win this now. And I think it would be a far more publicly acceptable victory, it should be said. But there we are. Parthia actually got their units together. They've still got cataphracts. They've arrived from the edge of the battlefield. They were chasing off the Armenians. Sometimes the advantage of an early affair means that you put yourself out of the big fray and you come back at the very end. And let's be honest, Parthia are much the stronger of the cavalry here. But if that's a full general unit, and they look quite lightly armoured, they might be the earlier general. Yeah, they might have a chance, but I think Parthia might have it. They certainly might. Because Numidia are much, much lighter. We'll see if they can get enough of their guys together here. Are those just long? They might be long shields, actually. I haven't played Numidia for way too long to be able to recognise all that nonsense. Yeah, at this point, Numidia still, they've got plenty of units. But they haven't quite got them all together, and Parthia are picking them off, and cataphracts will certainly do that. There's some camels. No camels, just some daggers. That's the Numidian cav there. So they're decent, but cataphracts, I don't know, they can give them a scratch, really. I mean, Yeah, just little daggers against these guys. I'm not sure that's going to go very well at all. Are Scythia still alive, by the way? I can see Scythia. Is it just a single horse? Oh, a single Paula running off into the distance. That's all right. We need to breed a new set of Paulas, of course. So she can run off into the distance and become the Roxolani of our grand campaign in the future. But for now, our music is very, very non-dramatic, I'm sorry, because Armenia currently aren't in a battle. Enemy armies routing, was that it? Is that just... Oh, there are Scythians left. Is it just... Oh, it's just the noble hams that are left. Okay. Yeah, do you watch the Roxolani campaign? If you're confused by my naming of all the female characters, there was a Roxolani female-only campaign. For anyone who is particularly confused. They might still be in it, actually. I don't know that they're running. They might not be, but I think that actually the enemy army routing, I think, was them, actually, in retrospect, because it looks like Numidia are still fighting. So, Cataphract and... Oh, this is Parthians. Totally Parthians. Numidia have failed to utilise their camels and to get the breaks, because they're not going to win this, are they? No way. We have reached the red line of doom, though, and Parthia failed to utilise it. Oh, God, we're going to be here forever now. I say we're going to be here forever, but actually, they've ran into an invisible unit of Numidians. Oh, very cool. That might just give them a chance. They want to pin them in here. It's their only opportunity. No, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, you should have kept running while you had the chance. Yeah, unfortunately, because the way... Oh, I think they've pinned them. Parthian might just have it right about now. They're going to catch a couple of them. That should pull them in for the final defeat. Yeah, part of the problem with me being Armenian technically... Oh, they haven't actually got pulled in. Interesting. Yeah, I actually can't really see a lot of the units on this battlefield, so there's often more hiding where I can't see them. There should be something going on in this area as well. Yeah, you see, there we are. There's the camel. Oh, they're actually quite a strong set of camels. Ooh. Yeah, I think they might be able to beat them, especially with the camel bonus. Okay. They need to hold and do enough damage. Get your maces out, lads. They don't really have armor, do they? Don't think it makes much difference on this occasion. They are chunking them. Come on, get both your camels in. I want a Numidia victory, damn it. That would be spectacular. Oh. How long can Parthia hold here? The other Parthia are definitely going to win on the other flank, but they just can't do the damage, can they? These camels, they've got to hope for a break. They might kill one of them and break them. No, looks like the camels are going. So the camels are clearing off now, and it's camel soup for dinner tonight, lads. Indeed, that seems pretty clear now. That's going to be over. They'll chase them off the field. As for the rest of this, there are the two Numidian units being chased by the Cataphracts. Is the general going to be a fool though? This isn't a general, that's Numidian Cav. Might as well be a general. Better units, quite frankly. In spectacular news, it looks like the Cataphracts have been pushing them in the direction of the other Cataphracts. They're going to... No, they haven't actually managed to pin them as a result. Literally got that organised perfectly and got the surround on and just decided not to use it. Fine, we're going to chase them to the corner, but at the very least now... Oh, they're actually gone. They were fleeing and they have officially fled. These guys... gone as well. Is that the victory? Do they just withdraw? There's something else on this battlefield and we can't see it, damn it. As ever, the Masters of the Skies Numidia have more units again, and they've been shut down by the Kurgan Cavalry. The Kurgan Cavalry, who were also invisible. There's just so many units hiding on this battlefield. It's absolutely spectacular. But they are being shot, and they are going to charge them down at this point. Persian Cavalry can possibly take them in hand-to-hand. We'll see. No, they don't want to do it. They can't be asked with that nonsense. So that's that unit. Oh, God, it will never end. Well, I've said it about 5 times now, but it looks like we're finally down to the last affair here. The General of Numidia. I think you can see a trail of Persian cavalry here against the Cataphracts. There are 2 units, and this one's a chunky one, so they're going to meet the chunks first, which is probably unfortunate for Numidia. But look at those pink capes. They're proper MATN pink capes, aren't they? Brutally offensive to the eye. I love it. Right, let's see how this one goes, because they are... Yeah, there's no more skirmishing going on. They're in a wedge. No, I'm not going to suggest that's a good idea. The AI does love wedges. It's definitely something we've learned from this old whole entire series of cavalry battles. But there we are. This has surely got to be Persia's now. Come on, Parthia. Head on in there. Has anyone got any energy left? That's not how you charge. I think the media are running before it's even started. Is there any hope? Gone? Yeah, they're gone. Parthia looks like they have it, unless there's another 7 units of Numidians on this battlefield. I think it might be it this time. There we go. Poor show from Armenia, who probably should have done it last time, but hey ho, they failed to. Hystaspes just about managed to put it off. Well done. They did have the most kills as well, so we can't argue with that. They're very powerful. Numidi did a lot of clearing units off later on. Good tactics, lads, didn't work out. Some of these factions just threw their lot in too early, really. Pontics threw them in. So did the Germans, decent damage, but just throwing them around like maniacs. Not enough men for the Britons, quite frankly. You really are cheating here. Of course, I put them in with the modding. I have a little link to that at the top if you want. And, okay, I think we have a worthy enough winner here. The Persians, the Parthians, we'll be making it to the finale. A catastrophic failure there for Armenia. Look at this, the general. The armoured Eastern general with all that armour. They are magnificent units. They only inflicted 2. Utterly useless, lads. Actually, the early one did slightly better with a bit of skirmishing, but there we are. Terrible, terrible use of excellent units there for Armenia. Thank you for joining me on this Omni affair. We will be having the Cavalry finale next time, so do join me for that, and do give me your suggestions for special lineups in the comments below. I do have a few interesting ones coming up before too long. We'll probably do that after the finale. Who knows, they might just be thrown in randomly. You can, of course, support the channel by becoming a member here or on Patreon by liking and subscribing, and also by getting involved in the comment section. I hope you will join us next time. I will leave you for now, though. I'm Nerds the Human. Thank you, friends, and tally ho. That did not go very well at all. Yes, we've broken them. We've broken the peasants. A victory at last. No, that's us fleeing, even against rebel peasants. Why is the hardest battle we've had the whole game against this group of poxy rebels?